I guess I should start by saying I don't dislike this song,
Okay.
but by no means do I dislike it. But similarly to Belgium, I don't love it as much as so many other people seem to. I think it sounds very like classic. So like when I hear it, I think of Eurovision of days gone by. But I also think that if this was like, say you're watching a movie and this song was on, like, on top of a scene, like a really sad scene or a really nice scene or something, you know, I think that this would be like a perfect accompaniment to a scene in a movie. But whether or not I think I'm going to enjoy watching it for 3 minutes on a stage, I don't know. I like it to listen to, but I don't know if I'm going to enjoy the entire package, if that makes sense. But I like it. I like that he's singing in Portuguese. I think that is a plus, because there's not enough non-English language songs. But as a whole, I like it, but I don't love it as much as everyone else is seeming to, and I don't see it being a contender for the win. I don't know, and I sort of feel sad saying that. I want to like it more than I do, but I just don't at the moment, anyway.
That's fair enough. I mean, it is like one of those songs that you either love it or you're incredibly bored by it. Like, there's not much in between with this song, I don't think. And yeah, I do. This is quite like a brave choice by Portugal to send a song like this. I mean, it's very classic 1950s era Eurovision. Like, I imagine if this competed in like 1958 or 59, this could have like done pretty well back then, I think. I think it's like a really lovely composition, I think, and like, I like that his performance. I mean, I can understand that people would think that it's a bit awkward looking, but it shows that, it's coming from like a more authentic place, if you know what I mean. Like, he's not putting on an act or anything, which I think gives the performance a bit more of a charm, I think. And also, I only just recently looked up the English translation of the song, and it's actually very sad, and it's just kind of like, yeah, I can kind of like relate to it, like if I was the girl in the song a bit, and it's just, yeah, it's just, it's like, I feel like, as I said, there's not really much in between with this song. Like, I feel like it's either going to do very well or it's going to be criminally underrated in the results. And yeah, I would honestly, I think it's got a pretty good chance of qualifying. I mean, I'd be shocked if this is not in the jury top 5. So I think that the juries will push it up at least, but yeah, as I say, it's either going to do really well or it's going to be criminally underrated. So, yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen with this song, really.
Well, this song breaks my heart. It just whenever I put the video on, it just does things to me. It transports me back to another time and place, and it just makes me think of, true old-fashioned love and romance. And the thing that makes me think it's going to do well is that, this classic sound worked for Mzeo in Junior.
Yeah.
And I think, like Finland, this had better qualify, because otherwise I'm going to be heartbroken all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting first day of rehearsals, and, when this one comes on, you may have to hold me up.
Oh, okay. No problem.
And one thing I will say is, It does actually remind me a little bit of La La Land. Like, there's that kind of vibe, I don't know, to it. And that could work in its favour, because obviously La La Land's done incredibly well. So I think that could work. And despite it not being one of my personal favourites, I do want to see it in the final for the sake of variety and, you know, non-English language. And I do think that he's probably going to perform it very well. And it's the kind of song, like, you know, and even though it's probably not the one that I would vote for, I would want to see it there. So I will be hoping that it gets through. But yeah, the semi-final is going to be really tough.
Yeah. Oh God. So anything else on Portugal before we give this a score?
Not really.
Okay, so I'm going to give this a 5.
Also a 5.
It's a 3 from me.
Okay, and the public, well, they kind of agree with Ross more because it's a 3 from them.
I guess that it's kind of split down the middle between the lovers and the haters.
Yeah, because I did look at the full scores, and there was quite a lot of 5s and 4s, but also quite a lot of 1s and 2s. So, as I said, it's a song of extremes. There's not much middle ground with it.
Oh dear.
Oh wow.